Alright, another thing. As you put your bike together, you don't want it to be greasy all over, so you're going to want to get a rag and just, wipe it down. All the parts that don't really need grease, because it's just a waste of grease. Well, even though you're wasting it anyways, it's just kind of going to sit there and do nothing special besides get your bike dirty and make it look bad. So you can always just clean it up, because once the parts are in and the grease is settled in those parts, that's all you need. You don't need anything else. Dog's barking because he probably hears me talking, and it might seem like I'm taking a long time to do this, because I am. I'm not in any rush to have it all finished by next 10 minutes like normally, and I'm also on the computer, just doing whatever, taking my time. So basically, keep wiping her down. If you don't need the grease on a certain spot, don't be afraid to. It's not gonna hurt. You guys probably just thinking I'm boring as fuck right now because I'm just talking about shit you know. But you know what? There's people out there that don't know anything about bikes and don't know how to put them together, and they might need to see this to figure stuff out, because I'm going to be going over the whole bike. This video might be pretty long, actually, considering I'm going to be starting with the first issue of showing how it was busted up, the second issue of welding it, and, well, not really showing welding, but explaining what to do. And then third issue of putting it back together nice and slow and steady, make sure everything's nice, snug, and ready to go so you can ride. Well, I'm still on the front end, as you can see. I've barely even got any progress. I don't know why I'm taking my time, but another thing I remember I said earlier, you don't want to, you want to load up on grease, but at the same time, you don't, because it's a grease magnet, tracks dirt. Basically, all you're going to want is just a thin layer, just a thin coating. You can load up on grease, but make sure you take some off if there's too much and wipe it back in so you don't waste it, because all you really need is just a thin layer to make things nice and slippery so it slides like whoosh, you know. Alright, just thought of another quick tip here, guys. Instead of really forcing your stem down onto the forks, what you can do is you get your stem bolt and you set it in there. Now watch this. This will blow your mind. You're going to be amazed. You start to tighten it. You get your Allen key. And as you're tightening it, guess what happens? Sorry about the filming here if I go off a little bit, because mainly I'm using one hand for filming and the other hand to try and fix this. So, watch. As I tighten, watch what happens to the stem. It moves down. So you get closer. Ready? Oh. Do you see it? Very slow and steady, but it goes down. So instead of really forcing down on your forks, mainly what you're doing is pulling your forks up. In other words, it's not going to damage your bike as much. Enjoy with that tip. Quick tip, stay hydrated. Okay, now, one of the things my friends ask me is, how do you know when your stem is tight enough, and how do you know when it's too tight? Well, that is simple, boys and girls. First off, get your bike up so it's sitting up straight. Just toss your bars. Whoa, my bad. If they keep spinning and they can keep a movement going like this, that means that they are good. But then again, you're going to want to check to see if they wobble. So check to see if they go back and forth at all. And if it can spin without really fucking up and slowing down, and they can spin freely like this, that's how you know it's tight enough. And as well as the greasing helps a lot. If you don't have enough grease in there, it's going to slow it down a lot. I haven't seen my bars spin like this good in so long. So to me, this feels so good. Can't believe it. But when it's like this and there's no wobble, like right now I can feel a little wobble. But when there's no wobble and they spin like that, just give it a quarter turn, just a quarter, and that ensures that it is locked in. Now that that is tight, you're going to want to make sure that they are straight. Best way to do it, stand completely over your bike, get behind it, get in front of it. You'll be able to see as I go behind, you can can see the bars are closer on the left side than the right. So to fix it, you know the drill, just turn them to the right. There you go. And after that, once it's all straight, you're going to want to tighten the pinch bolts on both sides. Maybe your bike only has them on one side, but mine has them on both. Tighten them both. Not too tight, but you're going to want them tight. If you tighten too much, they're going to strip. So tighten it nice, a decent amount, that it doesn't move. And that way, your bike will be set, and your bars will be on good. There's not going to be any wobble. It's going to be nice, solid front end. You're not going to hear no clicking around at all. I'll get right to that, straighten it up. And one last thing, the reason why I do bars first, work on them, is because once you finish the bars, you just flip the bike on its back and it stands up on its own, and you can work on it as much as you want. And as well as this video, I'll be doing truing the wheels. These things need to get trued. I got a broken spoke in the back. I need to work on that, replace it or something. Maybe take a spoke off of this bike. My buddy left it here because it broke down and he had no way to go home. I forget what actually happened to it. I think it involved something with the cranks. He's missing the bearings on this one side or something, and the whole thing just kind of fucked up. Or it could be in the front end. I honestly don't know whether it's the hubs or not. He just left it here for me to look at and kind of fix, because I'm the one out of us that knows exactly everything about the bike. But anyways, I'll get to this and get you guys back on the next part. Okay, I just kind of left this front end. I didn't tighten the pinch bolts or anything. I figured it would be easier when the tire's on, and I'll be able to line it up by adjusting it to the tire. So I flipped it on its back, and next thing you're going to want to do is the cranks. Now, anyone that has spline drive, you probably know how it goes on. Anyone that wants to get spline drive, you're going to want to know how it goes on. Basically, how it goes on is with this special little tool. It comes with your cranks if you buy them brand new, and you also get this little washer in here. Both of them are very essential to this. Without them, it is a lot harder, and you can really damage your cranks by trying to put them on. So first, make sure you have your spacers on it and everything. These cranks are pretty dirty. When I first got them, the chrome started peeling off like the very first day. That kind of made me mad. Took it back to Albies, asked if I could get them replaced or something. They said no, because where they make them in the States, the chroming is illegal. So they kind of do it under the counter, and it is crap. Basically, there is no bolt that needs to be in there to hold the sprocket on, because it is attached to the splines. And if you get a spline drive sprocket, you better hope you get it from the right place, because I spent $115 on this sprocket, and it definitely was not worth it, because I seen them online for $60. So I almost paid double the price for something I could have just fucking got online. Anyways, it works. It's good. It hasn't bent. True Bico sprockets, very light, very strong. Recommend getting them as long as the profile cranks. Or Primo. Primo's good too. I got some rocks in here. Okay, so first you're going to want to ensure you know what side to put the spline on, or the driver on. So, because I have a right-hand drive bike, I want my sprocket on the right side. Yes, you got it. So, I'll slide it in on the right side here. I gotta fix the bushing in the middle there. Alright, I'll slide her on like that and let her just sit down. Next, you basically grab your other crank and you set it up, make sure it is lined up straight, and then you take this special tool we talked about and you start threading it in through the crank arm. So you put it in this way, it would go, put it in that way, and start to turn it into the spline. And what that does is it pulls the spline onto the crank arm and ensures it's not going nowhere. And you don't want to tighten all the way. You're going to want to tighten it just until you don't need the bushing on it and it is almost tightened. Because after that, what you do is you put, where did it go? Oh, I think I left the tool upstairs. But you put the little bolt in, right there, that bolt. You put that on, and when you tighten it, it just closes everything together, just like a normal bike. The three pieces, you got the pinch bolt and the tensor bolt. You're going to want to tighten it up and make sure everything's compressed in, before you tighten up the top part. But that's for a 3-piece without spline drive. That was a fail film there. I just noticed it was way up here. I was pointing down. But see how there's no pinch bolt up there? It's because there's only the spline. It's going to be held on. You don't need to compress it onto the spindle. So I'll get to this, and I know this video is going to be really, really long because I keep making parts that are like 3 minutes each. But you know what? Maybe I'll break it down into sub-parts and divide up the categories, or I'll just make it all into one video. And if you're still watching by now, thank you guys. Comment, rate, and subscribe maybe. I'll make more videos. You ask what you want to know about a bike. I will teach you. I pretty much know everything about a bike, how to put it back together, what parts to get, what sizes, whether you need a 1/8 sprocket or a 3/32 sprocket. This one is a 1/8 because I got a 1/8 chain. I bought a chain from Dan's Comp, and when it came in, it was too thin. It wasn't the right size. It wasn't 1/8. It was a 3/32. So it would not sit on correctly, and that chain is now useless to me. And I spend a lot of money on that chain because half-length chains are not cheap, and especially KG chains. So, anyways, you guys get the point on how to put this on. Basically, you put it on the spindle, and then you attach the spindle through, and you use a special tool to put it on. I'll get to that, and I'll come back when it is on together.